Dear leaders, ladies and gentlemen, moving on, we come to our felicitation ceremony of our distinguished alumni. For this ceremony, may we request Bimal to please come on stage.
Thank you very much, Dilip. There's a quote from John Quincy Adams, the sixth president of the United States, which says, "If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader." I think this quote truly reflects the spirit with which we started our Distinguished Alumni Initiative last year at our conference in Goa. There were two key objectives. One, to recognize and felicitate our alumni who have done leading work in their respective field. And of course, their work has encouraged many more to do more and become more. Second, in the process, we also wanted to reconnect with our alumni and build a community to leverage their rich experience in their respective industries. Last year, we were able to felicitate 10 of our alumni based in India. And I'm very happy that this year we've taken this initiative global. And in addition to our alumni based in India, this year we are also felicitating some of our alumni based in the US. Before we start felicitating the new entrants to this distinguished group, I do want to spend a minute to acknowledge our first batch of 10 alumni who were felicitated in Goa. I know many of them are in the audience, and I do want to call their names and thank them for being part of the first batch starting in alphabetical order basis their first name. Amit Badiani, founder and MD, Harrier Information Systems. G.K. Sukumar, who many of us fondly call as Suku, Vice President, Client Innovation Center, IBM India. Gautam Chatterjee, Vice President, Oracle Financial Services. Gautami Dutt, Asia Lead Global Talent, OLX India. Krishna Nilakantan, Global Director, Cognizant. Parna Ghosh, Group CIO, Minda Group. Shailesh Dudani, Senior Director, Banking and Financial Services and Insurance, ESDS Software Solutions Private Limited. Kshitij Gupta, Executive Producer, NDTV 24/7. Subhash Kakawat, CTO, Skillza Solutions Private Limited. And Vinod Khode, Digital Leader, Cummins India. Folks, congratulations. In line with the quote that I mentioned earlier, your actions of being part of the first group have inspired others to dream more and become more, and you've truly lived the spirit of that quote. And what better proof of that than our tribe growing? And on that note, I call upon Abhishek to introduce and felicitate the second batch of distinguished alumni.
Thank you, Vimal. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much for inviting me, and a very good evening to everybody present for this evening. And I am very delighted to carry on the legacy of distinguished alumni for 2020, and thanks, Vimal, for doing the honors in 2019. It gives me a great honor to be the presenter for this evening, and I welcome you all to this year's distinguished alumni. And these are the people, as Bimal rightly said, who are eminent leaders and have made very, very significant impact across various sectors and industries across the globe. At the outset of this event, let me take this opportunity to invite our presenter for the evening, Mr. Vijay Thadani, who is the Vice Chairman and Managing Director for NIIT and the co-founder, to say a few words about this initiative. And post that, I'll introduce each one of our distinguished alumni and invite them on screen to present the award. Over to you, Vijay, just to the context of that.
Well, so much, and thanks to everyone who's present here, more specifically Congratulations to each one of the distinguished alumni. Uh, I would like to use very, very few words. First, to say that we are extremely proud of what you have been able to do. Second, I do want to say that you have made your careers on the base or the foundation that you may have got at NIIT, but then you built great edifices of your career and great institutions. I noticed that amongst you, there are three co-founders or founders of companies, uh, which is absolutely amazing. And by the way, that's consistent uh, with the numbers that we had last year. Two of you are in very senior positions as managing directors in your respective organizations. Two of them are doing senior technology roles with global corporations, and one of you is also from HR and L&D. I could also do an analysis of which sectors do you come from, but a number of you from banking, number of you from technology, product and solution companies, and network products and solutions companies, and some of you also from uh, the consumer sector. So, having said that, I do want to say that there are two or three things which we inculcated in you or tried to inculcate in you wherever you were, whatever you were doing. One of them was that this course, if at all, was a small foundation that we gave, but it's a firm foundation on which you can build a strong career. And each one of you have demonstrated that. The second thing was learning has no beginning and no end. And lifelong learning is the journey that you have to be on. And I think you demonstrated that one more time as you've grown through your careers uh, into leading a shipping line, into leading a bank, into leading an AI-based company, and so on and so forth. And the third thing is that for you to succeed, you have to make people around you succeed. And I think you have demonstrated that as well. That's how you have reached the senior positions that you are in. I could go on with some more, but I think right now these three are the important ones which we tried to inculcate in you directly and indirectly. You were part of a class, and in that class itself, you have shown that you are a class of your own. So, congratulations one more time. And we look forward to now listening to you and hearing you say how you would like to help many other NIITians all over the world in succeeding and becoming as good as what you are. Over to you, Abhishek.
Thank you so much, Vijay. Thanks a lot, and all your words really mean a lot to all of us. So we'll start the evening in the alphabetic order, and let's begin. So first, I would like to invite our first distinguished alumni for the evening. That's Ms. Binu John, who is currently working as the Managing Director for Maersk Tankers India. And Binu has completed the course in Advanced Diploma in System Management from NIT in 1994. She comes with a very rich experience of 25 years in logistics, human resources, global shared services, IT, ITS, telecommunications, manufacturing, and shipping industry. She has managed very, very large teams globally and budgets of up to 500 crores. And she was also the chairperson of POSH and the leader for women empowerment during her career and a speaker at various forums such as NASCOM. And very interestingly, Vinu mentor at NIT was Mr. Rajan, who is currently working as the Chief Technology Officer at NIT. So it was a long relationship. Welcome, Vinu. Welcome on the stage. And I
Thank you.
request Vijay to kindly do the honors and present the award to her.
Thank you. You look the same.
Yeah, Vijay would like to say a couple of words to Binu, and then I'll request Binu if she can kind of talk.
No, I think Dino should say the few words.
Sure. Request Binu if she can talk about this.
Sure. Thank you so much. Firstly, I want to say a hello to everyone across the world, I guess different time zones that people will be in. Thank you to Bimal for setting the context, which is really nice. And of course, Abhishek and Vijay for the warm welcome and this honor that you are giving me. So I'm really thankful overall and really grateful to NIIT for felicitating me as a distinguished alumni during this NIIT Confluence. I'm happy to even hear the names of the previous, group, and I know two of them from that group. So it just makes me feel very proud to be part of this very distinguished group. A little bit on my association with NIIT. It's been across many years. First, as you mentioned, that I've done a course for 2 years. So that was way back in 1992 to 1994. And for sure, that was a great learning. As Vijay said, it set some context, it set a base. And for me, for sure, it was one of the reasons I got my first job. So I will always be thankful and grateful to NIIT for that, right? One needs to get that first job as a starter. My second was a very different interaction, which was from 2005 to 15, when I was heading learning for two large MNCs across the 10 years, where I partnered very closely with NIIT in ensuring that corporate learning was delivered. And NIIT and myself worked together, and great collaboration, great partnership. Very positive feedback on the corporate learning from the stakeholders within the organization. So overall, it was a great experience. So both as a student as well as somebody who has availed the services of NIIT, it's been a pleasure. And, I just feel so happy to be here at this moment and to receive this honor once again from NIIT. Thank you. And I'm really proud to be an ex-NIITian. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Vinay. Thank you so much. And it's a pleasure to have you in this event.
There's nobody called ex-NIITian. You're forever.
Right. We'll always be an NIITian. Yeah.
So proud of
you. Always an NIITian. Thank you, Binu. Thanks a lot for coming on the stage. Our next distinguished alumni for the evening is Dr. Lakshmi Kiran. She's currently based out of US, and she's working as an entrepreneur, and she's the co-founder for Future Frontier Institute. She completed her course way back in 1992 in Advanced Diploma in System Management. And she has been an entrepreneur leader with an exceptional track record in philanthropic, business, and non-profit sector. As a co-founder of Future Frontiers Institute, which is a social enterprise focused on ensuring sustainable, responsible, and equitable space development, Binu has been instrumental to grow this organization. Unfortunately, Lakshmi is not been able to make it to here because of the timelines difference. And I'll request for Vijay to do the honors and the host to play the video for her.
Wish you all a healthy and successful 2021. I am deeply honored to accept the Distinguished Alumni Award from NIIT. And it's made extra special because so much of my formative training at NIIT has contributed to the successes I've had across multiple sectors. Things like critical thinking, creative problem solving, driving innovation, exploring new opportunities in sectors, and building that confidence all go back to the time I spent there and to my instructors and my fellow classmates in making that a rich learning experience. Over the last 2 decades, I've had a chance to kind of carry this toolbox into careers that spanned all the way from information technology to philanthropy, social innovation, social entrepreneurship, and now in space technology. So it's a real privilege to receive this recognition, and I look forward to being a part of the growth of NIIT and supporting the future leaders of tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Our next distinguished alumni for the evening is Mr. Manish Gupta, who is currently working as Managing Director and Regional Head of Product Sales at Citibank. He completed our course in 1990 in Honors in System Management, and he's the most senior alumni for today's evening. Manas was hired by an international bank after his placement at NIIT, and he has worked across various roles in operations, product management, and sales with institutional clients across the globe. Manas always valued his education from NIIT, and he highlights that how it actually helped him to thrive in the banking industry, which was actually not his first choice, and he was forced to go into banking and has been super successful in last 20 years since he has kind of working in that space. Manas also is based out of New York, and unfortunately he has not been able to make us live. I'll request Vijay to do the honors, and then we'll play the video which has been shared by Manas with us.
Thank you for giving me an opportunity to introduce myself. I graduated from NIIT Kolkata in 1990 with a postgraduate honors diploma in systems management. I had an accounting first degree, and the combination of these two skills have really helped me through my career. The last 30 years have witnessed an intense amount of automation across various industries, and I believe I was able to join one such industry, banking, just at the cusp of automation and computerization. While I've never worked in the IT industry per se, my NIIT skills have really helped me through my entire career for different reasons. I've primarily been involved in banking product development, commercialization, sales, and overall business management. And all of that requires a significant amount of automation to be used, and my NIIT skills have really helped me with that. I've worked across different geographies. I've worked obviously in India, that's where I started, in Singapore, in Hong Kong, and for the last half a decade I've been working in New York. NIIT has now become my customer, which is fantastic. And I was delighted to meet the NIIT folks in the US. In my first meeting, I announced that I'm an NIIT alumni, and obviously that led to some very nice conversation. So I'm based in New York, work for a global bank, and have been working for 30 years. My first degree, accounting, and NIIT has really helped me with my career, and I'd like to thank NIIT and its staff members and the entire institution. I'd also like to wish everyone a happy 2021 and best of luck with the conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Manish. Thanks a lot. Our next distinguished alumni for the evening is Miss Niti Mehta Shukla. She's also an entrepreneur and co-founder for Automation Anywhere. She did our course just a year after when Manish graduated in 1991 in C++. And as a co-founder for Automation Everywhere, she influences all aspects of business strategy to be able to execute various strategic initiatives and to drive scalability and drive success for the business. She is more focused towards marketing and branding side of things, and she has scaled various brand marketing campaigns and customer experience projects. More importantly, she has defined, created, and is continuing to grow the Automation Anywhere brand as one of the world's leading digital workforce provider. I'd like to invite Niti onto stage and request Vijay to do the honors. Unfortunately, Niti is also based out of US, and she has not been able to make real time to the session, and we'll request the host to play the video after he has done the honors. And we are parallelly trying to get, it's 3:30 in the morning in US, if she can come live on the stage and talk a few words. But request Vijay to do the honors first.
Hello, I'm Niti Shukla, and I'm co-founder at Automation Anywhere. I want to take this opportunity to thank NIIT for recognizing me as a distinguished alumni. It's an honor and a privilege. I studied at NIIT 30 years ago, and I still remember those days fondly. I learned to code as a high schooler, and what it really taught me was to apply those principles to solving problems, finding solutions across all facets of an organization. I love technology, and I thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Niti. And if possible, is it possible to get her on stage live? I know it's too early in the morning in US. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, there's Niti on the stage.
Wow.
Thank you, Abhishek. Thank you, Vijay, so much for having me here. I wasn't sure I'd make it, given that it's 3:30 in the morning. So I wanted to have a backup, which I did. So I guess I'm representing the US contingent this time. But I just wanted to say that, I believe communication is an essential tool for every person, whether in business or working or anything that you're really trying to do in life. And I believe technology is a way to communicate. I do believe everybody should know to code in some form or fashion, because that is the new world. And I'm really excited that I got to do it so young. It shaped the way I work. It shaped the way of what Automation Anywhere does to some extent. And definitely the challenges that I've faced, I use that background. Technology now is my life. I didn't think it would be, after learning to code at NIIT and many such courses, I moved on to marketing and branding. But that base stayed with me. That passion stayed with me. And I thank NIIT for that. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, I just want to add a word. I'm saying you really lived up to NIIT's values. You didn't even miss this class.
I didn't, yes.
Even though it was an odd time of the day. And second, I think you've done us proud by founding this, co-founding this company. I'm an admirer of Automation Anywhere, and so proud to know that you have contributed to that, and feels very nice. And I do hope that you will contribute to the NIITians community worldwide and make them as successful as you have been.
Absolutely, would love to. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Niti. Thank you so much for making this early in the morning time. Thanks a lot for coming on this.
Thank you.
Moving on, our next distinguished alumni is also from a consumer banking technology space. And I'd like to invite Mr. Neeraj Kulkarni onto the stage, who is currently working as VP Consumer Banking Technology in DBS Bank. Neeraj has completed his course in 2000 in GNIT in Systems Management, which has been one of the flagship courses for NIT. Neeraj has overall experience of about 23 years in IT sector in roles encompassing technical consulting, delivery, pre-sales, business development, and program management. In his current role as VP Consumer Banking, he is handling the digital portfolio rollout on the mobile banking app, which is called DigiBank, for Indonesia and Singapore markets. He has also worked for both service and product companies in the likes of Lumio Technologies, Sphera Atlantic, Wipro, TIPCO, and DBS Now. Neeraj has also secured the prestigious TFS scholarship at NIT to pursue his GNIT program. And we are really proud to welcome Neeraj onto the stage and request Vijay to do the honors, please. Thank you so much. Request Neeraj to say a few words on that.
Yeah, hi everyone. I think I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the entire NIIT team for this gesture. I think it's a great privilege to be a part of this event and the alumni family. NIIT has been instrumental in playing a key part in shaping my career, and I'm looking forward to this association and reconnecting with the entire NIIT fraternity. Thanks once again NIIT, and looking forward to this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Neeraj. Thanks a lot for coming on to and on honoring us for this event.
Thank you, Neeraj. We are extremely proud of you, and it's great to see what you have been able to achieve. And like I've been telling others, I'm sure with your efforts and dedication, and you will not only be a shining example for what we expect you to be, but also you will help all around you to also succeed as well.
Thank you so much, Vijay. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Vijay. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Absolutely.
Yeah. Moving on, our next distinguished alumni for the evening is Miss Shanti Iyer. She is currently working as a Senior Vice President, Data Analytics in Cisco. She did her course in 1992 in Advanced Diploma in System Management. And currently she is working as a Global Chief Data Officer and Technology Strategist who is bridging complex concepts between business operations and IT organizations for Cisco systems. She brings more than 20 years of experience in driving digital technology changes, and she has supported various business transformations and defined complex strategies to migrate mission-critical applications to the cloud with improved security and resiliency. Unfortunately, Lakshmi could not make it. Unfortunately, Ms. Shanti could not make it to the event because she is based in US. But I'll request Vijay to do the honors, and then we'll play her video which she has shared with us. Thank you. And then, yeah, can we play the video, please?
Hi everyone, I really want to take a minute and thank you to NIIT for this distinguished honor. I really appreciate it. You could say NIIT kind of set the foundation on which I built my entire career. My name is Shanti Iyer and I am from Chennai. I did my math major in Chennai from Meenakshi College and took a 2-year advanced systems management course at NIIT. This was, I think, about 91 time frame. And Rajan was our coordinator and it was a fantastic batch. I'm still in touch with a few of my batch members now here in California. I moved on then to actually work in Dubai for about 3 years for a bank. And I built their loan application system and then moved to the United States here in California. I've been at Cisco now for 20 years. And I run Cisco's data and analytics office. And it has been quite a journey for me. And I would say the things that I learned at NIIT are probably what fit my career or shaped my career over the last 20 years. And I really want to thank for this opportunity. I wish I could be there in person and I would have loved to see some of the old faculty members, but hoping to do that maybe in the next year or the year to come. Thank you very much again. Bye.
Thank you so much. Thanks for that video. Our next guest for the distinguished alumni for the evening is Mr. Vibhash Knight. I'll request him to come onto the stage. Vibhash is currently working as Head of HR, L&D and Admin at HDFC Life. And he has completed his course in 1995 in Diploma in System Management. He brings about 3 decades of experience in human resource and L&D in BFSI industry. And he is skilled into talent management, comp and benefit, talent acquisition, employee engagement, and organizational development. Prior to joining HDFC Life Insurance, Vibhash has also worked with Lehman Brothers, Delaware, Macquarie Wealth Management, and Atos Origin. Thank you, Vibhash. Thank you for coming and joining with us. And I'll request Vijay to do the honors. Thank you so much. Vibhash, I would like to request if you can say a few words to us.
So thanks, Abhishek and Vijay, and thanks, NIIT. It's a privilege. It's an honor to be part of this distinguished alumni, have conferred this distinguished alumni award. I still remember those days at NIIT. I was part of the NIIT Ghatkopar Center, which was not a franchisee actually. It was a center of NIIT. And people remember their college days. I remember my NIIT days. Advanced Diploma of Systems Management, but more than college, I used to be at the NIIT Center. Apart from learning computers, to a large extent, I think honing my analytical skills, problem-solving capabilities, overall personality development, it has played an extremely important role. I did not make my career in computers, so 20 years of my career I've been in the field of human resources. But NIIT has played an extremely important role in shaping my career. These skills that I picked up during those days have really helped me in good stead throughout my career. So thank you very much, for helping me shape my career. Thanks a lot.
So Vibhash, very nice to know that you decided to take the L&D profession as the profession that you will excel in, and human resources. I think that's what we have tried to do all our lives, and feel very proud of the fact of what you have done. You referred to Ghatkopar Center. Your center head was Milind Gurjar, and one of the reasons you might have joined is that he sent you a chocolate on the day NIIT Ghatkopar Center was started every year. Every year he used to distribute chocolates to all the students, and he was.
It was great kind of being at the Ghatkopar Center. It almost like a college campus that we had out there. And I still am in touch with most of the people that I studied with in NIIT. So really honored to kind of, be conferred this award. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, wonderful. We hope to catch up with you in person sometime. Right.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Vijay. Thanks a lot, Vibhash, for joining us for this evening. As we move ahead, we come to the last distinguished alumni for the evening, and that's no other than Mr. Vibhash Biswas. I'll request him to come onto the stage. Thank you so much. So Vibhash has completed his course and honors diploma in system management in 1992, and currently he is working as an entrepreneur and co-founder for WealthSist Financial. Prior to his entrepreneur stint, Vikram has worked across many global financial organizations across various geographies, right from US, Australia, and India, and he possesses deep domain experience and expertise on brokerage, banking, and investment management. Vikram's key expertise lies in managing large technology organizations and delivering complex and strategic business programs. I'll request Vijay to do the honors for Vikram for today evening. Thank you so much.
Vikram, indeed, you have been working extremely hard in your life, as is visible from the difference between the two pictures. And but it's indeed great to see that you have taken on entrepreneurship, because I think that's one way by which you are not a job consumer, but a job creator. And I think in the current circumstances, with being in the fintech sector, I think it would be a great advantage to you. So do come and make other NIITians as successful as you are. And that's my message to each one of you. Yeah.
Sure, Vijay. First of all, thank you, NIIT, Vijay, and everybody for the recognition and the honor. I think this is something which I will cherish lifelong. My association of NIIT goes way back in 1991 with the joining of the Honors Diploma in System Management. Actually, at that point of time, I was like about a teeming fish among millions looking for how to shape up a corporate career.
A bit frustrated as well, because that time jobs are hard to come by, and it was tough in Kolkata those days to kind of get the right job. And and eventually one day I chanced to look up on a Bengali daily with a huge advertisement, in one-page long advertisement, I remember, which captioned, "India need 45,000 computer engineers in next 7 years." And I was just awed by that, And then, and after that, I persuaded my father that give me one last chance. I do this course. I think I should be able to make it. And after that, obviously, the days of Ajimganj House in Kamak Street, where NIIT Center was located, it was really a wonderful journey for 1.5 years. And my teacher, I still remember her, Ms. Kamini Prasad Iyer. And Kamini, if you are watching or wherever you are, a big salute from me, for shaping my career. Obviously, after NIIT, the other thing was, in the first interview itself, it's chance to be a walk-in interview a computer company was conducting. I made myself present there and appeared for the interview. And thanks to NIIT, I tell you, one of the USP of the NIIT course was to make the complex simple. And I was able to crack the COBOL and the Unix there, and then got into the first job of my career as a COBOL Unix programmer for the banking industry. And from there, it's not looking back at all. The last 25 years, it's been a terrific journey across geographies, across many corporations, including Hexaware, HCL, and then Fidelity for the last 17 years. I was heading their brokerage technology for last 12 years. And lastly, I was the head of enterprise technology, reporting to the president, when I thought that, it's time for me to build something on my own. And I left the job last December to start something on my own. And that's what I'm doing right now. Through my career, apart from learning from NIIT also partnered with me in few of the initiatives. I still recall I took NIIT's help to kind of a big testing service organization. And I also took NIIT's help to train my freshers. So we took a lot of freshers from different industries, not on the engineering background, and NIIT helped me to kind of train them up. I must say that, throughout my journey, I figured out that, the people who have gone through these NIIT courses are extremely practical, very quickly becomes productive on the job. And that's courtesy NIIT, because they structure the course, the way they kind of design the course, it's just splendid. So at the end of it, I just wanted to thanks once again NIIT, and also wish NIIT to be the company who drives India's technology pipeline, continue to do so. And in any way, if I can help in any of your initiatives, I'll be happy to do so. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much, Vikram. Thanks a lot for making to this session. And it was really a pleasure to host you for this evening. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Vijay. Thanks a lot for giving the honors and doing the honors and giving the awards to our distinguished alumni. It was really a pleasure to have you for this session. And with that, we would like to conclude this session and this felicitation ceremony. It was a great honor for me to host this session and to get in touch with our distinguished alumni in NIIT. It was really a pleasure to meet some of the people where I have worked in the past and connect with people in the industries in Citi and Maersk, which has been my career history. So it was really very interesting and exciting. Thank you, Vijay. Thanks a lot for coming for this. And with that,
3 cheers to everyone.
Great. 3 cheers to all of them. With that, I would like to hand over the stage back to Dilip to take it forward for the next session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vijay. Thank you, Abhishek.